Hello, Rahul.
Hello, sir. I am connected by phone. Still, okay, sir.
Okay. So today I will be discussing about the topics that we have covered and the topics that are left. Today is the 14th day, and in business transactions, we have seen debit entries and credit memos, security deposits, payments, interest calculation, dunning, returns. The next thing we will be proceeding towards will be deferral and installment plans, then into write-offs, then into submitting receivables to collection agencies, then transferring open business partner items, then transferring receivables and payables, then going into deferred revenue postings, then revenue distribution. So in deferral installment plans, we will be having the topics like installment plan, entering and processing deferral dates, processing an installment plan history, then creating installment plans, followed by displaying or changing installment plans, then charging interest on installment plans. In write-offs, we'll be talking about writing off items. In write-offs, some receivables from which we don't expect anything to be coming anymore, we go for write-offs. And similarly, for payables, uh, the thing that we needed to pay a vendor or supplier, the vendor has gone absconding and his details are no longer in the system. So for these particular cases, we go for write-offs. Then moving into submitting receivables to collection agencies, the things that we owe from the customer, the customer needs to pay, and we hand over those particular follow-ups to collection agencies. So the topics that come under this will be submitting receivables to collection agencies, processing submitted receivables, recalling submitted receivables, information for collection agencies, processing incoming information. Then the other topics left under business transaction will be transferring open business partner items, that is transfer business partner items, and then transferring receivables and payables, followed by deferred revenue postings, then into revenue distribution, that is distribution of revenues, distributing revenues and posting distributions. With this, we will be coming to the end of business transactions. And overall, in FICA, that is contract accounts receivable and payable, the topics that are there from the top, we have seen these three topics: contract accounts receivable and payable, then basic functions, then business transactions. Then after business transaction, the other topics in FICA that we have to go through will be integration, closing operations, information system, job control, archiving, interfaces in contract accounts receivable and payable, European Monetary Union, and contract accounts receivable and payable. So this will be all that we need to know in FICA. So we are almost 50% through, and we will require the same amount of time more to cover the rest of the topics. In the configuration settings also, we have gone through all these topics, starting from the first one up to this.
Plus, sir, I'm interested to know because every process which we are covering,
Yes.
we are covering implementation part and doing the practical. But what I have seen in the interviews is that it is asked that where the data is going, in which table, and how it is getting transferred or updated. So if we could attach that part also, it would be beneficial for me.
Yeah, definitely. I will take absolute care of that. the technical thing that is going in the background. I have another project lined up. In that, we will be picking up check lots, bank transfers, and all, and finally go to payment run, and all the table handling process also we will be checking out. If you are interested to learn the technical aspects of the above platform, that too I can give you guidance. You know how what all tables are there, like material transactions are held in the table, that is the supply chain domain of SAP. So this entire spectrum we can take up.
No, but mostly related to FICA, I'm saying, like business partner is created in BUT 000 and contact account is available in DFKKOP or
Yes,
FKK something.
yes, yes,
So how the because when we need to find the data related to any fields,
yes,
so for better understanding of the tables and how the data are in
yes,
that system,
yes, yes. For that, you need to
because
write the MS SQL Server query. That is, when you want to see data from the table, you write a select statement. Select start from table name, where the conditions like the customer name or the date or the company code, these all things you require in order to execute the SQL Server queries.
oh, but sir, we do it in SE16. If in my office, that's what we do if we need to find out something related to the table.
Yeah, that is a particular tool that you are using in order to make these queries to the database. And if you have the correct uh, access into that, you can share me some screens from there, so that I will try to get that platform prepared, like the SAP server that we took. In the same way, if we are able to get that particular tool also.
No, no, in this app only it works. The T code we punch in is SE16 or SE16M,
Hmm,
and then whatever the table we are working on, it
yes,
shows us the output.
yeah, that's what I am asking from you. You just give me some screenshots of that particular steps.
Okay.
Okay, I will get myself more familiar with that, and I because there are numerous number of ways in which you can work on the backend tables, and out of that, which thing you are using in your office, that will be better to focus upon. So further to
But
this,
mostly, sir, mostly I've heard of only this way. So you are telling me there is another way by running the SQL query, but that needs to be connected with the server directly, you know, to access it.
yes,
But or in our company we use BIW softwares also, which is a part of SAP, I think.
yes, yeah.
Okay, so we should continue from here.
Uh, you these are the basic methods in which you get first the familiarity with the SAP, the things that we dealt with in the last classes till now. And when you want to go into further depth in your work area, uh, we will definitely go in that particular direction to make things working. We will cover these things as fast as possible, and then we will be focusing in that area. because there are numerous number of ways in which the ERP systems work, and people use various tools in order to connect with that. There are many customized interfaces also through which people can check data. Okay, then talking about that things left in this configuration is number 31, that is status of non-cash security deposits, that we will be checking out in our next classes. We will be covering all these settings. So going back to the theory part of our day, deferrals and installment plans. I will give you a idea about that. So in deferral installment plans, the purpose of this is this component enables you to defer payment or arrange payment by installments for business partners who cannot keep up their payment obligations. So when the customer is not able to follow the terms and conditions based upon which the payment was expected from him, we go for deferrals. That you can pay about 3 months from now also. We are giving you this much time. Otherwise, you can also break it up into installment plans. If a deferral has been agreed, a deferral date is noted in the open item in addition to the due date. The deferral date has the effect that no dunning notices are sent and no payments are collected during the agreed deferral period. Once the deferral date has passed without payment being made, the open item is done with the original due date and bank collection is made again. So once the customer has been given a deferral date, during that period, no further follow-ups are made, and the bank is also informed that the customer will be paying after say 3 weeks from now or so. So till that time, you don't have to approach the customer anymore. So this has the deferral and installment plan has got an integration, that is it has got the integration with item interest calculation that we were discussing in our previous class. You can calculate interest on the installment plans. You remember, right, Rahul?
Yes, sir.
The features, main features of this are that you can delete installments that have not yet been paid, and change the amount of an installment, repayment and interest, or the due date. You can add installments to an active installment plan. The sum of the installments in an installment plan must always be equal to the sum of the original receivables entered in the installment plan. So this is how the installment plan works, and it has this application in the utilities industry. An installment plan can be deactivated automatically by the dunning run when a certain dunning level is reached. So say 3 to 4 transactions are made in the dunning, and then once the installment plan has been laid in place, it can be deactivated. Then the other topics that come under deferral and installment plans is installment plan, entering and processing deferral dates, processing an installment plan history, creating installment plans, displaying or changing installment plans, then charging interest on installment plans. Then after deferral and installment plans, we move on to the next topic. That is write-offs. Purpose of write-off is you use this component to write off open receivables and credits of a business partner. You carry out write-offs if receivables are uncollectible or payables cannot be disbursed, such as when the payee cannot be identified. The features of write-off is you can write off open receivables completely, or if you want to waive partial amounts of open receivables for your customers, you can also write off partial amounts of open items. You are therefore free to specify the partial amount to be written off in the transaction write-off items. This is how the partial amounts are written off. The other features of write-off are writing off items in mass runs, write-off history, checking and approving write-offs. I will be sharing you the slides for this in a day's time. I am just going through this theory part to make our class more faster. Then next to write-off, we will be checking out submitting receivables to collection agencies. The purpose of it is if a customer does not pay his receivables and all measures have been taken to collect the receivables, lots of companies use collection agencies to prevent losing the receivable. So I have followed up from my end a number of times with the customer, but that is affecting my business. So I just outsource this particular activity to a collection agency who will be going and chasing the customer for the payments. Contract accounts receivable and payable enables you to manage postings connected to submitting receivables to a collection agency and the exchange of information with those collection agencies. After that, we will be going into transferring open business partner items, in which transferring receivables or credits is necessary if a business partner assumes the right and obligations of another business partner, such as in case of inheritance or taking on the liabilities. Means one business partner is replaced by another business partner, so all his transactions in the system is transferred to the new business partner. From time to time, it might be also be necessary to transfer receivables or credits within different contracts or contract accounts of the same business partner. This is the case, for example, if a customer terminates a contract, but the remaining receivables are to be collected together with the new contract. Means this is the same case when a contractor is both having the electricity and water supply under him, and electricity contract is broken, then all the liabilities get transferred to the other. This is transferring of open business partner items. Oh, yeah. Then transferring receivables and payables. With this component, you can transfer documents from one business partner contract account to another. When you transfer receivables or payables in this way, the business partner contract account or contract is changed in the line items. So at this point, the line items come to picture. Then we will be talking about deferred revenue postings. Revenues are posted when a receivables document is posted. These revenues become effective for revenue purposes in the posting period in which they are actually posted. This means that revenues are assigned to the posting period in which they are posted. There are three types of revenue realization. Number one, standard revenue realization, followed by time-related realization, and then lastly, we have revenue distribution. In addition to managing your own receivables, you can use the FICA component revenue distribution to manage receivables for third parties. So that is another third party task in which will be handled. Features of this will be like incoming payments for third parties that you receive, for example, as part of the exchange of information function, the use of value-added services, or the deregulated telephone market are automatically paid over to the final recipient. So this is regarding revenue. Okay, Rahul, I will just like to check out how far have you reached with the projects. In the contract accounts, you were facing the difficulty.
Yeah, I saw what you did, but I did not process it today. I did not get the time because when you sent me the document, then I figured out that you used some other company code. That was the point where I was missing it. Because if I would put that company code and group company code, it should run smoothly from there on.
Yeah. So you try that out and you share me the screenshots up to which
Yes,
you have gone so far. Right.
sure.
Uh,
By
the
tomorrow, I will be sharing.
yeah,
this
which
with
is almost coming to an end. I will just finish up with some more words and then end the call.